My microphone just didn't work. I wanted to re-log back in and see if it worked this time. And it looks like it is. Please let me know if you're able to hear me and see me well. This is just a very short session. Meanwhile, if you have any questions while I'm here, you may ask me in the comments. I'll be happy to reply. I just wanted to share that I just finished my free guide for brushwork essentials. So I've summarized 7 brushwork tips for oil painting beginners. And also, if you have been doing it for a while, I think this resource would be very helpful. What I found was whenever oil painters they start out in their journey, they tend to jump the gun and study the like more advanced topics like values, edges, colors, composition without understanding the basic brushwork skills. I feel that this comes before you have where you learn all the advanced techniques, because if you're not able to hold the brush well, if you're not able to transfer the paint well, it's going to affect all everything that you're going to learn from here, right? So, and even now, like even I see many intermediate artists now that sometimes they think that they're having issues with values or issues with edges, but when I see their work, it's mainly that they're not able to get their brushwork dialed in. And if they had done that earlier, it would have been much easier to progress, right? So it's much easy to then move than going back after a while, and it just changes your whole brain structure as to how you have learned oil painting. So hence I wanted to put this out as quickly as I could, hoping that it may help you. And the other thing what I wanted to share was I find many artists, I'm sure that the many of you are either working part-time or working full-time, and they don't seem to have much time to work on their passion. And it's the same thing for me as well. I'm also a mechanical engineer, so it's quite challenging to take the time and focus on your passion. But what I wanted to share was it doesn't have to take that much time. Like even if you are able to spend 30 minutes or even like say 45 minutes in the weekend, like 45 entirely. So even if you spend 20 and 20 on Saturday and Sunday, that's all you really need to complete one small painting. And if you're able to do it every weekend, you'll end up with 54 paintings by the end of the year. And 54 paintings with proper uh, awareness as to how you have progressed, you will be able to create your own body of work and even be able to like find your style within those 54 paintings. But many of them don't realize this, and they feel that they need to do much larger works, much bigger works, and they have to put in hours and hours. That's absolutely not true at all. Just think about it, like if you have started your journey like say a year from now, and if you haven't progressed to the stage where you wanted, it either means that you haven't spent the time to learn the basic skills so that you can excuse me, so that you can finish a painting in like say about an hour. Excuse me. So for example, these small works like this, right? So this is like a small still life that I worked on, and this was done as part of my academy. So this was done for the coaching that I have online, and the other one was recently that I did. This is again 6x8. And all of these works, like, to be honest, it just takes about an hour. Like at the max, I would say 45 minutes. And the whole idea behind is to crank out quickly as much as you can, like know that you are able to do it at the end of an hour, right? So if you don't spend too much time focusing on getting it perfect and getting it to the absolute mastery that you aim for, it's actually counterintuitive. Like I think you'll do much better if you're able to crank out more in a shorter period of time than if you spend hours and hours and still not be able to complete a work. So the idea behind doing small paintings like this is that you are able to see the results much quicker. You are able to see where is the gap that you still have and what it is that you can continue learning in the next artwork. So if you're able to do one of this, say every weekend, again, it will just take 30 minutes tops, right? At the end of the year, you'll end up with 54 of this, 54 paintings of this, and it's enough material for you to master the skill. But if you still haven't done it by now, I would highly recommend doing small works, because that's how even I started, and it's much easy to sell too. To be honest, like smaller works are way too easy to sell. But again, this is not the topic of art sales, but I wanted to share about how you can master oil painting with small works. You don't have to paint that big, and you don't have to spend that much time doing big works, because the result is exactly the same. In fact, you grow much faster if you do small works. And if this is the kind of support that you need and you want to develop your oil painting and fast track your growth, I know the year is coming to an end, and I hope that I wish that everybody of you have at least progressed to the level that you want to be. And if you want to further fast track your art journey and want to develop your artistic voice and paint with confidence, do let me know in the comments. I have an art program called the Creative Leap Academy, where my students are hardworking, and the idea behind this is to oil painting as easy as possible for everyone, because it seems like we get different inputs from, and it seems much harder uh, to to learn these days. But I think that's absolutely not true. I feel it's very easy. You just need a system. You just need a structure, and I know I'm confident that I'll be able to provide that. So if you are able to put in the, I'll be happy to assist you in uh, speedy progress of your oil painting journey. So let me know in the comments. And again, if you're doing small works, let me know how that's going. I'll be happy to share my insights on some of your works as well. So I'll be happy to see if you want me to critique any of your work as well. So, all right. So I hope everybody is having a good week so far. And if you haven't yet collected your free guide, let me know in the comments. I'll be able to send the link to you and you can download it off from there. Okay. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye bye. Take care.